Hi, my name is OzNoy. I'm from New York. I just came to LA for a couple of days to record somebody from my new record that's going to be out in August or July of 2009. And I'm playing a gig here, the Baked Potato. I did a few clinics with Chad Weckerman and Neil Steubenhaus. And that's it. I'm going to talk about the RC Booster and the AC Plus and the stereo chorus by Orion and Robotalk. It's going to be a party. So I'll show you briefly my setup. This is kind of a new setup because I have this new Line 6 M13 and I'm trying to shrink my rig basically. So I plug into the best thing on the planet, the Robotalk. It's got the arpeggiator. That's it's nothing like it. That's the arpeggiator, and then it's got like a really good auto filter. So then the second thing is just a wah-wah, modified wah-wah by, I have a guy in New York, his name is Ziv Nagar, and he does a lot of my stuff, so he modified this wah. Okay, and then I go to the RC Booster. Now, it's a very useful pedal because, first of all, in the studio, it's totally transparent, so the EQ on this thing is really great. You can cut highs, low, bass, add highs. It's really, really useful in the studio. And in live situations, when I travel, I mostly can't bring my amps. So if I need the amp to compress a little, I'll just kick this thing in, and it's like really transparent and really natural. That's without it, and that's with it. Basically the same sound, it's just I can add a little bit more compression from it, which actually really helps a lot, especially when you're on the road and whatever amps you're gonna get, because I don't play with a lot of distortion mostly. So that's it. And then you got the EQ and the whole thing, so that's like I think it's a great pedal, and every guitar player must have it. It's really like, it's nothing like it. And then I got the AC Plus that I really, really like. And it's just a really great distortion pedal for me. It's got the two channels, but the thing that I really like about it is the distortion it basically sounds good with every amp. A lot of distortion pedals have it can sound good with one amp, and then another amp they're gonna kind of sound weird. This thing is pretty solid on everything I plug it in, so, a little too much high end, but sound kind of stay pretty similar. And then if you kick in the boost, it really helps, for solos and stuff like that. I don't do that much with it live with the boost. I just use it as a distortion, and sometimes I'll just kick it in and turn the tone off and do some reverse delay stuff with it. That helps. That works. Stuff like that. And but with the booster, it's really, really great also. It's got a really nice tone to it. That's without it, and that's with the other channel in. I use I guess it's channel B. I use it as a boost to channel A. I guess some people do the other way, but that's channel A, and that's channel A with the boost of B. It's great. It's excellent. It's really excellent. You can do, it's set up to really, really hard tremolo. So that's like a really hard tremolo. And then it can go really fast, which I really like. So you can do like rhythmical stuff with it, which I do a lot. Like know. That's I don't know any other tremolo that has that feature that it goes that fast and hard. The other thing I want to talk about is the Orion stereo chorus that I actually just got. My other pedal just broke, and it's really excellent. I don't use it for chorus or vibrato yet. I'm just using it for Leslie, because I play a lot with the Leslie on and off all the time. So this is the sound without it. This is with it. Then if you take the tone of the guitar a little down and add a little bit of overdrive, you kind of get that Leslie sound. So that's really good. It's actually really comfortable because the switch is right here. You can I turn it on and off a lot when I play, so it's really like, I can do like a chord. So this Orion is modified. It's got the EWS mode, and I don't know how it sounded before, but it sounds good now. So, works really good. Pretty close to Leslie, I guess. I just, over the last couple of months, I've been working on a new record. It's going to be called, I think it's going to be called Schizophrenic, for some pretty obvious reasons once you hear it. And it's got a Wheelie on the bass, Keith Carlock, Anton Fig, and Dave Weckl on drums, and Steve Lukather. I just came to LA to record him for a couple of tracks, so Steve is on a couple of tracks on this record. It's really cool. And it's gonna come out, hopefully I'll be done with it in May, so it's gonna come out in July, around July of 2009. I used the AC Plus on a couple of tunes. Definitely I used it on the main track on Schizophrenic. There's like a really kind of heavy rock thing, and I used that, and then Luke actually overdubbed with his own sound on it. It sounds really nice. And then the RC I used on a bunch of stuff. It depends. In the studio, it's really helpful. Like I think there's a ballad that I end up using it and having it on all the time. It kind of helped either bring some sparkle into the amp or take some out, and it made it a little more juicier sounding. And maybe on one solo on, I think Elephant Walks, a track, I think part of the solo is with this thing on, with a RC on. So yeah, definitely got a lot of use. And then of course the Robotalk is always in some quirky way.